Daytime took a nap. Aura woke up with a strange, heavy quiet in the air. Her phone, frozen at 7 a.m., didn't buzz with the usual anxiety-inducing notifications. Her digital clock was a blank, static screen. She walked to the window. Outside, the world was a perfectly rendered photograph. A bird mid-flight, frozen mid-wing beat. The neighbor's car, suspended just as it was turning the corner. Time, it seemed, had taken a nap. Just things. But people. Her mother was frozen mid-yawn, coffee cup halfway to her lips. Her brother was a marble statue, headphones half slipped off his ear. Aura touched her mother's hand. It was cold and unmoving. No sound, no heat, no movement. Just an endless, perfect stillness. The world was utterly beautiful, but terrifyingly silent. Aura walked outside. The stillness was absolute. The air was a vacuum, holding the scent of morning dew and unburnt toast. Everyone was there. Teens on skateboards, dog walkers, delivery drivers, all caught in a magnificent, silent ballet. She yelled, but the sound only seemed to travel as far as her own ears, quickly swallowed by the frozen atmosphere. She spent hours walking through the town, searching for a flicker, a tremor, a sign that anything was moving. It was in the park, beneath the oldest oak tree, that she saw it. A shadow moved. Not a clock shadow, those were frozen, but a shift in the air, a ripple where there should have been none. Standing at the base of the massive trunk, leaning against it with a slight, almost imperceptible movement, was a boy. He was looking up at the frozen, mid-fall leaves. Aura ran towards him, heart pounding for the first time all day. "You're moving," she gasped. "The time stopped, but you're moving." The boy, Xylon, turned slowly. His eyes held a quiet, ancient quality. "Time hasn't stopped," he said, his voice a soft, echoing current in the silence. "Look closer. Everything is still working perfectly." He gestured toward a nearby girl, frozen mid-laugh. "She's just holding a moment." "But the clock," Aura stammered, pointing to a nearby statue of a historical figure. "It's all stopped." Xylon walked over to the statue's base and traced a pattern in the frozen dirt. "The clock is an instrument of measurement, not a definition of life, Aura. I know your name because you are the only one awake. And you are awake because you are here. The world is fine. It is you who put it on pause." Aura stumbled back. "Me? But why?" "I didn't do anything." Xylon looked at her gently. "Think back, Aura. When was the last time you truly felt anything? Not just the pressure of a deadline or the sting of a grade, but joy or grief or excitement? You felt so much anxiety about the future, about performance, about doing, that you silently, unconsciously, pulled the plug on your emotions. You pressed the emotional pause button to survive," Xylon continued, standing up. "This world, this perfect, silent, static painting, is the physical manifestation of your self-imposed emotional lockdown. No messy feelings, no unpredictability, no change. But without movement, there is no life. Without feeling, there is no you." Aura looked at a frozen mother across the park, perpetually frowning with worry. She suddenly remembered a simple, forgotten moment. The sound of her mother's real, genuine laugh. A wave of profound, aching sadness washed over her. The sadness of time lost, of connection ignored. And with that feeling, something shifted. A tiny ripple traveled through the air. The bird mid-flight moved a millimeter. "Go home, Aura," Xylon advised, a gentle smile on his face. "Unfreeze your feeling, and the world will follow." Aura nodded, a genuine, messy, painful feeling of hope filling her. As she ran back, the colors grew warmer. The silence began to fill with a low, deep thrum. She burst into her kitchen just as her mother finished her yawn, coffee cup connecting perfectly with her lip. "Sleepyhead," her mother chuckled. Aura threw her arms around her mother, feeling the warm, beautiful, messy movement of real time. The clock clicked to 7:01 a.m. Later that day, Aura walked past the old oak tree. Xylon wasn't there, but etched into the trunk was the flowing symbol he had drawn, an infinite loop with a single line running through it, labeled "Feel." She knew the world would continue to be fast, stressful, and uncertain. But now she understood. Her life was not measured by the clock, but by the courage to feel every messy, beautiful moment. Time had not taken a nap. She had, and now she was finally awake.